Okay, so this next pose is called the It's Raining Men pose. That's what my wife named it. So that's what we're going with. It's another hip flexor stretch. So you'll see what I mean when I get into it. So you're gonna have your knees somewhat close together. I like to have them centered on the pad. If you can kind of see how I've got my knees centered, but then my ankles are on the outside of the pad. And then what I do is I'm going to lean back, put my hands on my heels. I'm going to squeeze my glutes as hard as I can and lean my head back. And we'll do our 5 normal breaths in and out, and then in for 6th breath, out. Come out of it on the 6th. Here we go. In 6. Out 6. We're going to go straight into the next pose. We're going to lay straight back. Knees are going to be in the same place. Ankles in the same place. And we're just going to lay all the way back. We're going to clasp, interlock our fingers together like this. And then lay back. Squeeze our glutes and our shoulders. Roll our shoulders back as hard as we can. In and then exhale into it. 5 breaths. In 6. Out of it on the 6th. And then straight into the next one. Here we go. In 6. Out 6. And then we're going to stretch our arms back like we're stretching when we wake up in the morning. We're going to keep our legs where they are. So arms really far overhead. You can't see this. And out. Real tight squeeze on the glutes. Breaths from the diaphragm. And 6. And out. Now, the next stretch is the bridge. If you can't do the bridge, it's fine. I have a modification for you. But we're going to do the bridge first, and then if you can't do that yet, because you will be able to do it, then we will move to the modification. I'll show you. But the bridge is just like ever seen or taken gymnastics or a yoga class, you're basically bridging yourself backwards. So here we go. What I've got is my ankles on the outside of the mat. Knees are on the center inside of the mat, and then you'll see my arms and my hands and elbows doing the same thing. My wrists are on the outside of the mat, elbows are in. Here we go. In, out. In, out. In and out. And 6. Now, if you can't do that, you're just going to turn over. You're going to do a modified It's Raining Men pose. You're going to do the same thing laying down. Bring your ankles up. Remember, they're out, knees are in. And then we're going to hold just like this. Squeezing your glutes and your shoulders back. The next one is like a shoulder stretch. So you're gonna have your right leg. We're gonna do the right side first. So we're gonna bring the right leg in. I'm sorry, we're gonna do the left side first. Right leg is brought in as if you're gonna sit crisscross applesauce. Knee is up. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to take this hand, reach as far as we can. And we're gonna wrap it around. And bind. And we're going to look away from the left knee, and then we're going to have our eye focused back on the left side, just like before. 1, out. In, out 6. Now, you might not be able to do that one yet as well. You might not be able to grab your hands when you wrap them around your back. Do it anyway, and as time goes on, do it as much as you can. You'll see that you get closer and closer, and eventually you'll be able to grab and bind. Eventually, even me, I'll be able to grab my wrist and bind. All of us will be. So it's just a matter of where we are in our Croga journey. So do that on the right side as well. And I'll see you at the next stretch. It's our first of 3 standing stretches, and it's our last 3 stretches as well.